What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Goraxi TV. Yo, today I'm gonna make just a quick unedited video about the Whirlwind Viking. Right, I've been putting a lot of gear together and playing with it. Excuse me, and I just wanted to shed some light on it and talk about it a bit, because this class is insane. This class has so much about it that it's insane. I did league start a Viking, and I really wish I would have kept going with it a bit more. I ended up re-rolling off of it and going just different builds. I went a lot of different builds, just playing different things and testing different things. I was probably on Pirate the longest, or maybe Amazon the longest. I'm not sure, but I really wish I kind of stuck it out with Viking, because this class is a bonkers, boys. This thing is bonkers. Let's do a quick DPS check. So here's my multi-target dummies. So we're sitting at probably a pretty comfy 8 mil. We had some huge spikes at the beginning. Probably comfy 8 mil. My single target's about 1 mil or so. Let me like 1.5, I think. We'll reset here. I think we're out of combat. I can hit just that one target. There we go. Yeah, it's about 1.5. Right, it's really good. And with the amount of speed that we have, you can see our movement speed's insane. Let's talk about the gear a little bit. Let's talk about this gear a little bit. Let me get my mercenary off that. So we have St. Draxus Longsaw. This is an insane weapon because it gives you 40% movement speed, which is very much appreciated on a Viking, because since we're not a caster, we have Enigma on, but we don't really have good teleport speed, right? Because we don't have faster cast rate. We can still use it to get around, certain obstacles and stuff, but just overall, our speed is faster than Enigma. So any additional movement speed that we can get is really, really nice. We'll talk about the runes that we have and everything here in a second. We have a Good Road Nikitas, a Raven's Claw, Enigma with our Whirlwind augment. I will be making a video on how augments work probably later today, so that'll be up on YouTube as well. Here's our Mikas. A really nice rolled Mikas. What's insane about Mikas is at the bottom you have 525 life and 350 mana, and that's insane, and I'll show you why. Siege Breakers, good rolled Siege Breakers. 2 Elven Graces, a Brute Cord, and some Ninja Tabbies. You could go with whatever here. Ninja Tabbies is your best in slot. We do have some really crazy trophies or charms with Spine Trophy, Raider's Torch, Fulgurite, Torch, Annie, and Witch's Claw. We can actually take all these out. I can take all these out. It really doesn't make that much of a difference in terms of our overall damage. It doesn't really make that much of a difference. We lose like 2-3 mil. We lose like 2 or 3 mil AoE, but that is a lot, but 5 mil is still more than enough. So you don't need like super min-max GG charms. You can get away with a lot of different stuff here. There's a lot of stuff you can do with small and medium larges, or small larges and grands in here, that you don't need all this, right? Now let's talk about our skills real quick, and then I'll go through our stat sheet, right, and how we're able to achieve the level of damage that we have at this speed. So you can see that our Whirlwind is currently level 52. Yeah, we have plus 32 to all skills. Wait, is that hacking? Wait, am I hacking? 3, 6, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17, 20, 23, 26, 27, 28, 31, 32. Brother. We have plus 32 to Whirlwind. Okay, dude. Anyway, so yeah, you can see the damage there, the tooltip. This is 694.5% attack damage, right, with all our synergies. So we put a point in Whirlwind, we put a point in Brute Force. Sorry, we max these two. right? We max our weapon master because this gives us attack damage as well. It's another 230 attack damage. We max battle agility. It's a synergy of Whirlwind, as well as it gives us 92% movement speed, right? Because it's at level 46. And then we put 1 point into all of these things, right? These are just increases your defense. And since it's level 27, because it's 108% increased defense, this gives us 67.5% all resistance because it's at 27. And then we'll talk about combat orders here in a second. And then I finish all my points out in Zeal, right? So that puts our weapon damages at 13,000 and 13.5 thousand, right? The attack rating doesn't matter. Wait, this says 26. Oh, because it's, yeah. The attack rating doesn't matter because we have 100% ignore target defense. Right, defense in this game is dodge rating, and defense is the same thing for us as it is for enemies. So if they have no defense, or if you ignore their defense, you effectively have a 100% hit chance. So attack rating doesn't matter in this build, as well as attack speed. You need 0 attack speed in this build because Whirlwind, you can't change the proc rate. I don't know, it's like do, and that's when it's hitting. You can't change that tick rate, no matter how much attack speed you do or don't have, or your weapon bases, like the attacks per second on your weapon, make no difference on that either. It just, that's how Whirlwind goes. It just attacks on its own. We do have 95% crit chance, and we're getting a lot of that crit chance from Raven's Claw, and we have some really good, we have, I mean, level 5 relics, right? Those give us a lot of crit chance. We also have 18% crit chance on both of our Elvins, so we're getting a lot of crit chance there as well. So that gets us up to 95% crit chance with 418 crit damage. So this is a very physical crit damage build. So you really need to care about these numbers here to scale your damage. Okay. We also have 100% deadly blow, which increases your physical damage by 50%. We're getting that because of this, right? So we only had to put in 1 Eth rune to get 25% ignore target defense, because we have ignore here, we have 30% ignore here, we have 20% ignore here, and we have another 30% ignore here. So these 4 items with that 1 Eth rune in it gives us 100% ignore target defense. So then we can put 3 XO runes in there, which give us deadly blow. So that's 60% deadly blow here, and then another 40% deadly blow on the Nikitas. So we have 100%, 50% increased physical damage. All 3s have it all the time. It's insane. Like, it's actually insane. So that's something to keep in mind. But you do need good rolls to hit that 100% deadly blow and be able to put 3 XOs in here. Like, you have to have a perfect Nikita, you have to have a perfect Siege Breakers, you have to have Brute's Cord, and like, that's the only way you can do it. Okay, but if you can do it, it's massive. We have a stupid amount of just added damages. What else we got here? Where's I gonna get to? So our magic find, we're sitting at 725 magic find, right? That's without our merc. So our merc also has a Death's Mirror, a 4-socket bucket, an Enigma. You could get away with Mystic Allure if you don't want to. I mean, it's another 40 MF to go Enigma. So, but a Mystic Allure is good too, and a 4-socket Leprechaun's Greed, and all of these have ists in them. So our merc is rocking 510 magic find, giving us around 1200 or so magic find on this character. Defense, I mean, I'm not gonna say defense doesn't matter, but defense kind of doesn't matter, guys. We have 3300 defense right now, and then all of our reses are completely maxed. They're like extremely overcapped, actually. To be honest, like, our reses are extremely overcapped because we have that 1 point in here that gives us 67 all res, and then we have 18 all res here, we have 39 all res here, we have 30 all res here. So we're super overcapped. I wonder if we take off these, how much res we have. Hang on a second. Yeah, so I mean, realistically, it's the charms that are capping our res. So if you don't have some of these charms with like decent res rolls on them, I would recommend that you know, find a way to fix that within your charms, because there's a lot of this gear, unfortunately, you can't really take out. Like you have to use some of these gear slots. The only thing I would say is you could drop one of these Exo runes out of here and not take the 100% deadly blow, put another Eth rune in here to get 100% ignore target defense. That would allow you to drop like Brute's Cord, and then you could throw in I don't have one. You could throw in Rugal's Sash. That gives you 30 all res, right? That could be an option there. So something to keep in mind. Now, earlier I was talking about this weapon having 525 life and 350 mana. That's important because right now I have 1800 life and 1100 mana, and I don't have a single point into either one. All of my points are in strength. Here, I'll just show you. So if we reset my attributes, did I do it? Yeah, I did it. I literally, like, nothing changes because I didn't have a single point in either one of those. Right? So that weapon is insane. Here, let me just to show you even farther like how crazy this weapon is. When I take this weapon off, right? It drops me to 906.22. It literally doubles my life. It actually doubles my life, and it gets even crazier. I'll show you here in a second. Let me put my points back in strength. You can see how insane it stacks our damage too, right? We were like 9,000 before. When we put all these points in, we're gonna get up to 13,000. Right? Do I have hero levels in? I do. So just a heads up, I do have hero levels in, right? So I can reset these if I want. There's not really a whole lot in here that like makes it insane. Like everybody's gonna get this, everybody's gonna get this, everybody's gonna get probably crit damage. So anything beyond, I think, level 50 we probably should take out, just you know, because I think level 50 is like pretty much where any player can get to fairly easily. All right, so there is a hero passive. Which one is it? One of these gives a dickload of life. Yeah, this one gives 350 life and mana, so we did lose that. That's what dropped our life down to 1400 over that higher amount. So I just want to showcase that real quick. Right, so that adds a decent amount of life. Now, when we also have a defensive shout and our combat orders. Our combat orders are going to give us 58% life and 58% mana for, what is that, 6 minutes? I'm sorry, 5 minutes. Right? So using our combat orders, I just gained 1,000 life. And I have leech, right? I can leech forever. If something hits me, as long as I don't get hit by a shot that takes 2,734 life away from me, I can leech back instantly, right? Because we're doing so much damage, and leech in this game is instant. Like, we literally can't die. Like, we actually just can't die. This build is wild. I'm gonna put these back in because honestly, like, it doesn't make that much of a difference on some of these. Defense, sure, and then, I mean, you could go for the all res later if you needed it. We're gonna go to the +2 skills. Let me just run through. We'll just run through 7-2 real fast. Again, this is with our level 7 augment, so you'll notice that I have much bigger AOE. Like, it's massively different. Now, there's a couple things that you could do, right? You could drop some of this damage and go for more movement speed, right? There's definitely some setups that you could get a lot more speed out of it, and still be one-shotting everything. Viking glyph rune. Lol. And what's really cool is like this area outside of 7-2, like before you actually find the dungeon, like I've found so much stuff out here. Like I actually found so much stuff out here. So it's kind of good that you can take your time and just like you're consistently always killing monsters, which is I think the strength of this build. Another satanic spiritus. Another satanic, another satanic, another satanic, another satanic. Oh my lord. There's a couple S tiers there. I'm saying another satanic, but I just realized I don't have my loot filter on this, so they're not like all A or S's. But it's just so comfy. You literally just run. I forgot there's a level 3 now still. Go, buddy. Wait, I died. I got one shot, dude. They did 5,951 damage. Yeah, this new zone is funny as shit. I'm not gonna lie. Those poor guys that jumped on that and then got one tapped by the boulder. Oh no. There's so many people that happened to, right? So yeah, just an absolute insane build. You see, I don't have a single potion on. I would recommend that you keep like a mana potion in here, right? Because sometimes you get on those rare mobs that just suction, right? They take all your juice away. But yeah, I think we kind of went over everything here. We got all the gear, all of our charms. We got the merc inventory. Here's our relics. Make sure we put is runes and everything for more MF. We have 1,200 MF. Oh, our mercenary points. Like your merc actually never dies. It's insane. But if you wanted to put points in, you put 1 into everything. Max out his armor. That gives him, you know, more dodge rating. Max out his damage reduction. Max out his health regen. Max out his life per hit. And then just throw the rest in strength. And that's what your merc tree would look like. Yeah. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to showcase this build. I've been seeing a homie of mine playing it. His name is Gaming Guru Gabe. He also streams on Twitch. He's playing basically this version of the Viking. He's got a little bit of a different setup going on. But you know, obviously I was able to make a bit more of a min-maxed version of it in local player. So either way, if you guys like this content, feel free to subscribe. I'm going to be posting a lot of Hero Siege 2 content. I'm going to make a full guide for this on how to level it, where to put all your skill points, what to do here and there. I'm going to be making a bit more of an in-depth guide. I just wanted to make a quick unedited video just showcasing everything that the Whirlwind Viking can achieve so far, and maybe give somebody like a quick head start on what items to go grab for their builds. But until next time, you guys can check me out at twitch.tv/GraxyTV. And hopefully you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And see you guys next time. Peace.